What is going on, guys? This is Zach from Lemon Outdoors. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about some spring fishing. What kind of lures to use and where to kind of fish and find the fish. So where you're going to want to go is, shallower water right now. They're going in there because that water's starting to warm up. So they're going to want to warm up their bodies. So points, if you guys have an island that's got shallower water near it, that'd be a great place to start. Bigger points to kind of swing out, those are really good areas to try to go for too. But if you just have a big open lake or a pond, try those shallower waters, and hopefully you can do pretty good there. So some of the lures that we're going to be using to start off, early spring, and once the water starts to warm up, gets to about 40 degrees, they're going to want to start spawning, and they're going to start moving in closer and start making beds. So when they, for right now, some of the lures to use, just like a swim jigs. This is a white one, it kind of imitates a shad, along with these swim jigs. These are pretty nice. These Storm, these are good ones to use. And then crankbaits and jerkbaits. Right now in the early spring, these orange crankbaits are very, very good crankbaits to use. This is what we're going to be using. And I'm sure, we're going to try everything, but these are kind of just the main lures we're going to be throwing. So this orange crankbait is a really nice crankbait. Lipless crankbaits as well. Lipless crankbaits are really nice to use. Again, orange. This orange one's going to be pretty good. And Strike King makes really good lipless crankbaits. I don't have any orange ones with me. I gotta go get some. I have one on my rod right now, but I'm probably gonna stock up on those. But this is another good lipless crankbait to use. Just lipless crankbaits are really good to use in the springtime. And then for a jerkbait, if you can get an orange jerkbait, that would be good too to try it out. I have this bluish shad looking one. This is a nice crankbait. It's got beads inside to give it that nice rattle. And then obviously I always go back to the Square Bill Sexy Shad by KVD. These are awesome crankbaits. I love this one. Some other things that we're going to be throwing are, we're going to be doing a lot of jigging and drop shot. Drop shot's really, really good to use. Some of the worms that we use for drop shot are, I keep them in this little bag. It's pretty nice to keep everything in here. So these are the kind of worms to use for drop shot. It's like a blue white, kind of imitates a shad. These are really nice to use. So this is one of the jigs that I got kind of set up right now. It's like an orange, black, brown jig with a skirt, and then it's got a orange, brown craw for the trailer. Or definitely pick up like a ton of trailers and just try them out. This is another kind of trailer that we like to use. This is a green pumpkin. This one works really well. And then the Ned rig. The Ned rig is a really nice rig to use. It sits on the bottom like this, and you can move it to get this really nice movement. And the bass just love it. If you got sandier areas or rocky areas, that's a really, really good place to use that. Another lure we're going to be using is tubes. I love tubes. So this is a green pumpkin tube, and like I was saying in the other videos, I put the hook in them inside the bag so I can just get one and go. This is another good tube to use. This is a white and green pumpkin kind of tube. These are newer that we just kind of got. These are really, really nice tubes to try out. And then obviously the white tube. White tubes are really nice to use. And just try out different colors, you know. This is a green with a purple flake in it. This one's a really nice one to use. And then when you're using tubes, you know, KVD, I don't know if you guys have ever seen KVD use a tube, but he uses the tube outstanding. When KVD uses the tube, he almost does it like a jerk bait. He jerks the tube really hard, and then so what that does is it's coming off the bottom, and when he gets that last jerk in, it starts to drop down, and usually when it starts to drop is when you get fish. So try that out. And another good lure that I like to use is a Pit Boss craw. So it's just a green pumpkin craw, another good lure to use for springtime. So springtime's coming, guys. We're super excited. We're gonna start rolling out videos, and you know, we're just kind of waiting for, you know, a break in the weather and the water start warming up, and we're gonna be getting a lot of good videos out for you guys, catching quite a bit of fish, and also showing you guys what we use and what kind of setups we're running. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys, and it's gonna be a lot of good fishing coming up.